Congratulations on releasing your first book.
Thank you,
How
thank you. Yes,
exciting.
it's so
Oh God, you
exciting.
did it.
Yes, I did. I did it.
Wonderful. So
Yes.
tell us, what's the name of your book and what is this book about?
Well, here's my book. The name of my book is The Mind Regulator, and it's pretty much my life story. We're pretty much an autobiography. Um, on pretty much going through a traumatic situation when I was a kid, a traumatic accident, and pretty much going through the emotional distress, couldn't control my thoughts, my emotions, and it just was very erratic, and just going through such a rough time as growing up, and how God, pretty much healed me through that process.
Wow, that's awesome. So what inspired you to share this intimate story? Your something you experienced. What inspired you to share that in a book?
What inspired me was I felt like I needed to share this story to let people know that they're not by themselves. A lot of people go through mental torment, go through mental problems. I think everybody has experienced some type of mental distress in some sort. But this book is to let them know that they're not by themselves, and that it's a way out. Someone is a living example of that. So I felt like I needed to share that with people and also the world.
That's so true. Yeah, to give them hope that
Yes.
you can overcome. You can get to a place where God can bring you to a healthy state with
Yes.
it all. Okay.
Yes.
Because a lot of times people feel like it's no way out.
Absolutely.
And so, what impact do you want this book to have on the world once they get it in their hands and they're reading? What do you want it to do for them?
The impact I want it to have is that, like you said, it's like hope that, that they're not by themselves. There's other people that's going through these situations. People want to know that, they're not by themselves. Is somebody else going through this? Because even at the time I was going through it, I felt like nobody has ever went through this before.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I want people to know that no, it's people that go through this, and it's a way out. God is pretty much the answer to every problem.
Absolutely.
And knowing that, that their story can impact someone, and I want them to know to have the courage, to share their story as well. So I want them to know that, it's possible for you,
So I know that on your book you shared that somebody very special to you forwarded this book to you for you. Who was that person, and what made you choose them to do your forward?
Well, yes. So I had Dr. Medina Pullins actually forward my book. The reason why I chose her to forward my book is because she made a major impact in my life, because she was one of the ones that God used to help me through my process. Through prayer. She's a wonderful person. I love her dearly, and she was willing to do this for me, and it just worked. So I'm just thankful that she was able to do this.
So she was a part of the process and a part of the healing process. Yes. And then she read the book for you and forwarded it because she knows that it's something that's sharing your story.
Yes.
Wow, that's an awesome forward. That's
yes.
an awesome forward. That's awesome. So how do you what advice could you give someone else that has a testimony, that's been through something, like you said, that many people might be experiencing, but afraid to be bold enough to share the truth or share their story? How would you encourage them to share their story in a book or some other kind of way?
Well, I would encourage them to share their story in any capacity they would like. It doesn't have to necessarily be a book. I think books are great. But it could be a movie, it could be a television show, it could be anything, that anything that they can get it out there social media wise, so any way that they feel like they need to share their story. So don't, limit yourself that you can't go here or do this, or I can't go here, but I can go here. No, God can place you any place. That's how powerful He is. So I want them to know that there's no limit to their process, no limit to where God can take them and sharing their story, because they don't know who's going through that situation, that it could save a life. Yeah. So that's important.
Absolutely.
That's how I would tell them.
That's powerful. That's kingdom. That's kingdom. Telling your story, telling what God brought you through so you can save someone else.
Yes.
So what is next for you? What is next on your horizon? What else will you be doing to share your story and share what God has done for you?
Well, this book, I would love to take it, movies, plays, but in the meantime, I'm not saying I'm doing it right now, but in the meantime, I have an online store. I share, I actually sell belts, hats, t-shirts. So I do that, do real estate. But right now, currently, I'm in the process of my second book. So God willing, next year that be coming out. So I'm a book writer. No, playing no. No, but I'm just continuing and moving forward in that process of helping people. Like my next book is about health. So it's kind of different from this particular book, but it gives you guidelines and what can help you to live a healthy lifestyle. So that's important.
Yeah, absolutely. It totally is. So it sounds like this is definitely a powerful book. Where can we get our hands on it at? How does somebody grab your book and get this testimony that you shared?
Well, my book is here in my hand, but well, you can get this book. You can go to www.gleebargaincenters.com. You can go to that website. I can say it again, www.gleebargaincenters.com. You can also get this on Amazon. You go to amazon.com. When you type in the Mind Regulator book, it will pop up. You can get that. It's actually in process of going ebook as well. And I'm working on something. I didn't share this, but I'm working, God willing, very soon on an audio book, because I know a lot of people like to drive around and listen to books.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's good.
Smart move. Yes, ma'am.
So that pretty much that's where you can get it, and I know you guys are gonna enjoy it. A lot of my customers already is just raving about this book, so you're gonna definitely love it.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on being bold for the kingdom and sharing your testimony and allowing God to use your story to pull some other people out and give them hope. And so congratulations on just kind of getting it done, right? Because sometimes it's one of those things people want to do, but they don't get done. So
right.
Congrats on the book. And we know it's going to be a success.
Thank you.
Yeah, so get your book. Go get your book.